Hello Internet, it's me, Hugh, with another Geek Diary for you, and today I'm in the big pink bathroom, which I know is very exciting for all of you. Today I wanted to do some face paint for you, because I did a creeper makeup face paint thing on Halloween, and I got a lot of parents asking me about it. It seems there's a lot of requests for Minecraft-related anything when it comes to a parent, and and my family is no different. Actually, it is a little different in that I'm probably a bigger Minecraft nerd than maybe even my child on some of this stuff. So I am going to show you how to do a face paint version of the Creeper. It's really simple. You're going to be like, really? You need a tutorial for that? But you know, I needed something to do today, and I thought this would be a good one for you. So, and if you like this one, if this is successful in any way, shape, or form, I'll do some other ones. And there's an enderman I did as well, which is kind of cool. But I will start with the Creeper because that's sort of iconic for people. The kids like it. It scares the crap out of them. And for most parents, they have no idea what I've done to my face. So I'm going to start by letting you know that the face paint that I use is this, it's a Snazaroo kit, which is obviously a well-used Snazaroo kit. I like this one. I've tried a bunch of other ones. I just find the paint's really easy to work with. The brushes are good, and the biggest thing I love is the sponges. They have these, they're like high-density sponges, but I've tried using makeup sponges. I thought, oh, I'll buy a big bag of those cheap makeup sponges. It sucks for water-based face paint. So definitely if you get a hold of, get these Snazaroo sponges. I really like them. They're the high-density foam sponges, and they really get the stuff on better. Possibly because sometimes I don't shave as well as I should, so it's easy to get over that stuff. But yeah, the makeup sponges for some reason, not so good. So let's get started. What we're going to need to do is soak that sponge in a lot of water. I go crazy with it. Like, we need a full-on Hulk face to get this started. So I will do that. Basically, you want the green, and you want to, you really want to make this green like the thickest, hulkiest green you could imagine. So sit back and watch me slowly turn into the Hulk. Normally, it's a lot faster. Usually, when my child's playing with computer technology that he shouldn't be. All right, here we go. I'm probably going to need music for this, I think. Don't be skimpy on it. Like, really, you want to get as dark as you can. There are more complicated forms of this. I mean, I've seen some of them online where they have all the really nice little squares and stuff that really mimic the accuracy of the Creeper in the game. But you know what? Honestly, I think this looks better because it's much simpler and iconic, I would say. It's very obvious what it is, and when it starts getting all smudged up with different colored, whites and off greens and stuff to give it that sense of multiple pixels like it is on the game itself. It's just not. I don't find it works as well. It gets a bit muddy. So I go for a much more low-res, simpler version than I have seen done on the web. The other thing I do is you got to do your ears, because my ears for some reason they glow in the dark, so they're going green. Yes. And as Baz came in at various different stages, my son came in at various different stages of this makeup preparation or application, I guess, is probably the makeup term for that. And he took great joy in the fact that his father was Hulk for this short period of time. All right. So first off, what we're doing with the eyes, we're going to just create a nice square over the eyes, and first off, let's just get those eyebrows, lose those eyebrows. They are the hardest thing to tame for me. This should just be a tutorial on how to turn yourself into the Hulk, because there you go, done. I do my outside line first. I like it running a little bit down the nose. I find anything that plays with the perspective of your face, that messes with the perspective of your face, any angles you can do to sort of squash the nose or lose a part that most people are used to seeing on your face, for some reason, just makes it creepier for people to look at. So I like to sort of play with the pulling in elements of your face, like try to lose a little corner of the nose where you can, and that kind of thing, because it just kind of creeps people out. And it's all about creeping people out. It's all about scaring the kids. And because I'm on my own here, I have to close one eye and do this with one eye. It's amazing. It's the talent. It's truly stunning. The weird thing about face paint is I would never have thought it would be something that I enjoyed doing. makeup. I hate normal makeup. I hate when I'm on set and I have to play like a regular character and they come in and start putting powder all over me. I'm the biggest whiner complainer about that stuff. Just because I feel like with HD, with the new HD cameras, you see everything. So now I look like something out of Kiss. So I got a nice square there. That's pretty square. I've done a little bit over the edge there, but you get the sense of it. And I'm just using just a little bit of water. Actually, not even a little bit of water. I like the paint nice and wet. So I've done a little less of the eyebrow there. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger with this one because it seems my eyebrow is larger on this side. That's weird. My eyebrow is larger on this side of my face than the other. Yeah, things to know. And listen to your kids, because I've done this before where I've gone in there and I started doing this face paint. And it's like, oh, for God's sake, sit down, it's fine. And then you try the brush on yourself and oh my gosh, it's got like a nasty bit sticking out or something and you've been stabbing your son in the eye with horrid bristles. So definitely try your brushes. Try your brushes on yourself before you try them on the kid, because you'll be surprised at how you can find some pieces of caked on paint or whatever that can actually be quite uncomfortable when used around the eyes and stuff. I think a lot of people don't like their makeup so close to the eyes. I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm big on my eyeliner was always like right in the inside of my eye there. So back in my Durrani days, so this doesn't bug me as much as it would for other people. I mean, you can keep it away from the eyes if you want to. I like the eyes because, again, anything that hides the features of the face, I think just adds a creepy factor to it. I'm trying to keep the lines as clean as possible. I don't mind them coming down a little bit here. It actually makes them look a little more evil. So, I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to work on the mouth, and this is the fun part. So the mouth, basically what you're doing is you're creating, all of these are just done with boxes. So you're just doing a box over the eyes, you're doing a box over the front of the mouth here, and then a lower box here to get that little frown that the creepers are so famous for. I wondered about actually taping a picture of dynamite to my chest and wearing a coat and flashing people when I was going to explode like a creeper, but I would have a fully clothed flashing. I would be wearing all my clothes when I do that. I would just have a picture of dynamite when I did that because I thought it'd be kind of fun to sort of show that the creeper was going to explode. But as I've already demonstrated, it might be taken as a little creepy. So here we go. I'm going to do the same thing here. This is going to be hard because I've got such manly stubble going right now. But I'm going to just try to, again, create a square. It'd be nice to keep it sort of consistent with that size. Boy, does that ever look creepy, huh? Ooh, I should just do that. Ooh, it just makes my lips look so weird. Give us a lot of room below the nose, so I've got some room to move up if I get it wrong. So that's pretty good. You get the idea, I think, on that. It's so funny because whenever there's kids fairs and stuff, they always have a hard time finding volunteers for the face paint. I'm always the first person to volunteer because I love it. Okay, so let's try this. I'm gonna try this a little differently this time and see if I can actually get the line to work with my mouth, because I think that could look kind of cool. So there you go. I get a pretty good idea of how that's going. I look a little. Oh, there you go. I look better when I'm like that. Yeah, cool. I feel like that goth from the IT crowd. So here you go. That's the basics of that. I got to clean off my brush now. So excuse the noise as I run water into the microphone. And I want to get rid of all the green, all the black that I possibly can off this brush. I mean, it'd be nice to have multiple brushes, but I'm just not that organized. In fact, that's one of the things I might do is get a set of brushes. And it's funny, feeling that I was telling you about warning about the brush. You definitely check that out because there's I got some nasty little pokey bits sticking out there that if that was if you were doing this to a child, you would you'd get a lot of complaints. So I'm going to go. I've taken off most of the black. I'm using the slightly blackened water actually to soak my white, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add this neat little trick that I saw in a photograph where you put these little tiny corner pieces in as if the light was hitting, as if there was light shining from this side, and you just get a little bit of light in the corner, a little bit of light in the corner, a little bit of light in the corner here and here. And it just gives it a slightly 3D feel to it. I don't know why, but I get a kick out of the fact that that sexies it up a little bit for me. It gives it a little bit of real world feel to it. So, and I do that with just a metal gray. If you go to white with it, I find, I did it with white originally. It just looked like it looked like a bird had an accident in the corner of my eyes. So I'm going to go with a slightly more, a lighter white. There we go. All right, so I've got, like, I don't know if you can see this or not, that there's basically, it looks pretty white to you, I'm sure, but it's actually sort of an off gray. I'm going to make that as concise as possible, and then, excuse me while I go straight to the mirror for this, because it's going to be easier for me to do that, and I just go like that. And I don't mind it being a little brushy, just a little bit of a brush feel to it, because, you know, it's just like a little bit of light hitting the corner of the box. And for some reason, that really just sells it for me. And there you have it. There is the CreeperFace paint. As I say, really, really simple. It's, I mean, as I say, I feel almost silly doing a face paint tutorial on it, but it just gives you a sense of how to do it. A few little tricks in there, like make sure you got your green base down first, do your black over that. It's so much easier than trying to paint around these boxes. I use the edge of the brush for the boxes, as you see, and you're just, I mean, again, it's, you know, I'm a little bit off shape here. I could probably spend a bit more time doing that, but you know, there's only so long this video will last. So, so there you go. So until we geek again, cheerio. Boy, we really are geeking out today. Oh, by the way, subscribe in the empty space over here. See, I made that happen so that you can click it and subscribe. Anyways, so thank you for watching, and until we geek again, cheerio, bye.